This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Guys, I never thought the day would come. The New York Knicks are not that bad this season.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody just calm down!
Before I start with how the Knicks have been good for their standards, we need to understand how dysfunctional, embarrassing, and outright terrible they have been prior to this season and why this is somewhat of a milestone for them. The New York Knicks, for so many years, has been one of the most dysfunctional franchises in the league. From having an incompetent owner in James Dolan not doing much to improve the team, it was so bad at one point, even the Knicks fans had enough. It's not only him though. They even had terrible luck throughout the years, one of them being the Zion Williamson draft, and they fell to the 3rd pick. Players were wanting to leave the team, as notably Kristaps Porzingis was sick of the franchise and even skipped their exit meeting, even kicking out loyal Knicks fans and even a Knicks legend. Former Knicks player Charles Oakley got kicked out of a game, and he even had to pay for his own ticket. Die-hard Knicks fan Spike Lee, who has seen enough suffering as a Knicks fan, got kicked out. He started watching the Knicks when he was a kid, saying that he was watching Willis Reed. Stephen A. Smith for years has been ranting over and over again for God knows how long about how bad the Knicks have been. Stephen A. and being disgusted with the Knicks is a better match than Kevin Durant and burner accounts. I mean, come on. There are compilations of Stephen A. Smith ranting and being disappointed over and over again of the team that proves how bad they have been, and he can truly represent all Knicks fans. Last season, the Knicks were still one of the biggest dumpster fires in the league. Whether it be free agent decisions, draft choices, coaching, or ownership. They ended last season with a 21-45 record before the season got postponed. And then they flipped the switch for some reason. This season, the Knicks, they are actually exceeding expectations put on them. The record they have when the time I'm making this video, the Knicks are 18-17 and are above 500. For the Knicks standards, this is good. But why are the Knicks suddenly playing decently? Starting off, after their previous coach Mike Miller wasn't there anymore, the Knicks decided to hire Tom Thibodeau for the upcoming season. If you do not know about Tom Thibodeau and his coaching philosophy, I can give you one thing. If you are starting for the team, I feel both good and bad for you. Because he will play you 40 minutes a game, and Tibbs will not care if you are tired, can barely walk, or tear your ACL. You're staying out there. And he will force you to play great defense. As a result of that, the Knicks are first in points allowed with 104 points per outing, but are one of the worst offensive teams in the league at 28th, as they only score 103 points per game. His system is not for everybody, but he has made it work previously with the Chicago Bulls on several occasions. The Knicks' star player, Julius Randle, is tied for 2nd in the league with the most minutes per game this season with 36.7 minutes per game. Oh, speaking of Julius Randle, what the hell happened? He suddenly became a man possessed this season. From becoming the equivalent of a human Beyblade last season, spinning his way into defenders and losing the ball, he earned Beyblade as his nickname, and I wish I was joking. The Julius Randle disrespect started before he even played a game at the Garden. Max Kellerman trolling Stephen A. Smith because the Knicks missed out on Zion, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. And instead, they got Julius Randle, Taj Gibson, and Bobby Portis. Last season, Julius was decent. He averaged 20 and 10, shooting 46% from the field, but an abysmal 28% from 3. This year, this is a new and improved Julius Randle. I mean, what happened? This is an all-around beast we are witnessing, averaging 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists, who also locked in his first All-Star selection this season. This is quote-unquote Zion with a jumper. And if you do not know that reference, it originally comes from Enes Kanter saying that Zion is overhyped coming into the league, and he compared him to Julius Randle with hops. I think he regrets it now. A huge improvement you can notice with Julius Randle, he is shooting 42% from 3 this season. He can do so much more on offense more efficiently as his shot selection and shot making is better. He is averaging double-digit rebounds and is 6th in the league in total rebounds. And in my opinion, one of his most important improvements, his playmaking. He is averaging 6 assists, and he has been throwing some absolutely amazing passes. Some of his dimes were so good, Stevie Wonder can catch them and say good job. Randle is not the only one having a good year though. His teammate RJ Barrett is not doing too bad for himself either. RJ Barrett has taken a little step up in scoring and efficiency, as he is currently averaging 16 and 6. He's averaging 35% from 3 and 45% from the field. But at least it is an improvement from his rookie year. This season, he has had 14 games scoring 20 points or more. What is amazing about him is that he has been shooting more jump shots, as his frequency shooting mid-range jump shots has increased. Although his efficiency there isn't as good, it has improved from 28% to 36%. At least it's a start. But he is a second-year player, and there are ups and downs. But this season so far, he has shown the tremendous upside he can bring to this Knicks franchise. The New York Knicks got one of the biggest steals of this year's draft with the 25th pick. Emmanuel Quickley, aka Tony Parker Jr., with all those goddamn floaters that always go in. At first, he didn't do much, as he was the backup for Elfrid Payton, but he steadily impressed everybody and got more and more minutes over time. He is currently averaging 12 points and shooting a good 38% from deep and 94% from the line. Truly one of the biggest steals of this year's draft. Another guard the Knicks acquired is Derrick Rose. This is a move the Knicks made that I truly like, because who doesn't love Derrick Rose? With the Knicks, he is averaging 13 points and 5 assists, shooting 46% from 3, so that's a bonus. His role may not be that big, but whenever he comes on the court, people will know it will be a tough time to guard him. I am truly glad he managed to turn his career around after bouncing around the league for a bit and also embrace the bench role these past few years. You can clearly see it, I can clearly see it. Rose wants to win regardless what team he is playing for. The Knicks, they also have Mitchell Robinson, who is one of the most promising young centers in the league, who seems to block everything and is so athletic, it seems he was made in a damn lab. You can throw the ball to the damn moon, and he would find a way to catch it, call his girl, do his taxes, and then throw it down like it's nothing. It is sad though, he is currently injured, but it will be fine when he comes back. His offensive game is somewhat limited, of course, to just catching lobs and breakaway dunks. But on defense, he is absolutely incredible, averaging a block and a half and 1 steal, while also having a career low on personal fouls, so he gets to stay out there more. The Knicks have not done a complete 180, but we are well on the way there with how they are currently playing. With all the moves they have made, players stepping up, and drafting great talent, the Knicks have finally something to look forward to. From getting this,
The New York Knicks look like straight trash.
to this.
I want to start off this show on a high note, Max. I want to show you how excited I am, how passionate I am, how good I feel this morning. Did you see my Knicks? Did you see them?
Only time will tell how the Knicks will be doing in this weird season with limited fans. One thing is for sure, when all the fans come back, expect a culture that will flourish over time and a team with a lot of upside.